deserves. Then I found another murder video. So first hour today, we're submitting to murder, conversation. So the first would be, I think we should approach it from a societal point of view. You may have other aspects of this conversation, other aspects of the problem that you want to bring into the conversation. I think societally should be the focal point, but you may think parental, you may think it's just young boys who are greedy, and you may not be wrong when you hear this said update. So I think I probably was awake about, I just opened my eyes like 4 a.m. and I stumbled on what would appear to be quite a number of things. I couldn't catch sleep, so I thought I'll just catch information. Here we go. Here's Channels Television, who went to the location where the boys lived and found something more.
Last family moments with 17-year-old Thompson Omokafe shortly before he left home to visit a former schoolmate, months after they reconnected on social media. The family waited for hours with dashed hopes. Thompson never made it back home from that visit to his old-time schoolmate. 7 minutes drive from Abraham Adesanya Street is Abule Kparpo, a community in Awoyaya area. In company of police officers from the State Anti-Kidnapping Unit, Channels Television visited the scene of the crime, a bungalow with twin mini apartments on Tunji Ogunsoya Street. In this apartment, 2 alleged murders were carried out, while a female victim was lured by 21-year-old Tony Ogenata, and his accomplice Elijah Emmanuel felt cheated over the amount given from the sale of her phone. He invited his own victim for better proceeds. No doubt their act was premeditated, as weapons were arranged.
When we finished styling and doing the video, then the friend called me inside the room and told me, he said, Tony, this guy, as I mentioned earlier, is a friend from old time, and he knows me, he knows my auntie, he knows a lot about me, and he said if we let this guy go, he will definitely come back for me, and he said we should kill him, which I said, oh, okay. When I strangled him, and I held him until about a minute, when I got tired, and the boy was still alive, half alive, I'll say. So I told him I'm tired and I couldn't continue going on. He also held the guy and also choked him the same way I did until we saw that the boy was quiet.
To cover up their tracks, Thompson's body was tied up in a jumbo bag and dumped in a nearby bush along the community road. They immediately moved out of Awoyaya to their parents' abode in Ikorodu, where they were arrested by operatives of the Anti-Kidnapping Unit. They also opened up on the incident of November 2025, an earlier murder of a female friend also lured to the house and killed after 300,000 naira ransom was collected from the family.
The story is a bit similar to the main victim, only that ours was a bit different because she's a hookup girl, and then that time I needed some money to get a new PC for myself and also my friend. He had a easy buy phone, which he said the phone was the payment of the phone beginning to choke him. So we thought the easiest person to bring to the house, we thought that girl was the easiest person.
Her body was dumped here, few meters away from the house. However, the man who resides within the vicinity was arrested and charged. He's presently awaiting trial in one of the correctional facilities. Thompson's immediate relatives broke down uncontrollably, seeing the killers of their brother wearing his cloth. They want justice served soon.
On behalf of this family, what I'm asking for is just justice for my brother. That's what I just want. And I'm pleading with Nigeria that I need justice for my brother. Please, they should help me.
The Commissioner of Police, Tijani Fatai, warns parents about their children.
To ensure that we monitor our boys, our children, we monitor them closely to know what they are doing. Even our neighbors, we monitor them closely to know what they are doing.
For now, Thompson's phone and SIM card have been recovered from the suspect, an alleged multiple murder case being investigated and charged. However, a call has come for the police to revisit the first murder with the possibility of exonerating the man who was earlier charged.
Lagos, tell me you don't believe what you heard. I watched this video at 4:30 a.m. this morning, and I thought, one breath, I thought, okay, yeah, this is a good addition to the body of reference we have to make today on the show for this conversation. But good Lord, do you know yesterday, the Joy, the lady who reads the WhatsApp message, yep, my studio assistant said to me that she had a feeling that they had done this before. She said to me that she thought that they were not remorseful in a manner that would suggest
that is their first time of killing somebody.
That sort of, I acted too quickly. I didn't comprehend the weight of my action. I'm sorry. This has broken me. I can't believe I'm guilty. And she explained it to me, but because I didn't disagree with her, but I didn't also agree with her because I didn't have any reference point. And I'm not the sort to just say, yeah, you have a point. I just said, well, and my judgment was what it would take for you to kill a person would truly demand the reversal of human awareness. Like, you would have to deform consciousness to be capable of murder. Like, somebody must have driven you that far downhill, or there is just a neurological dysfunction. Like, there's a cloud of darkness that prevents the light from coming in, and so you would do what only a psychopath can do. You would do what only a person without consideration, without empathy, without sympathy, without thought, you would do what only a person in the dark is capable of. When I saw the video this morning that they had killed before, threw the body within the vicinity of another Nigerian. When investigations were carried out, the man whose property was within that crime scene was arrested, as you heard in the video, and was waiting a trial. So you can see how their action had already, and thank God this happened. So that's the problem. Do I have to say, do we say thank God it happened? Because
someone
they killed someone the second time, someone else was going to go down for it. Someone else had already gone down for it.
It was going down already. He's on his way down.
So they had to kill someone else to truly open up the floodgate. So now you're guilty of 2 murders. Now they have to go revisit the earlier murder to quickly release the man who had been earlier accused of the attempted murder of the young lady. There's that. Then there is the age. I think I want to consider
the age.
And I want to also say that it would be naive of me to suggest that there is any age that shuts the enemy out. Like, there is a particular age bracket within which we can conceive that evil is incapable of permeating. I remember on Cool FM, I had then she was 19 years old, and she used to call the night show. And one of the reasons she had called me one time and said that she has a mental problem. She's from a rich home. She told me she had a mental problem that when she was a child, that she's a twin. When she was a child, she pushed the other twin over the balcony, and the twin died. And so since then, the family had been trying to manage her psychosis. That's what they called it. And she did give me a background. She gave me a foreground. She gave me her interpretation. And then she told me that she had 4 spirits inside of her. So she described the spirits inside of her. She said she had an adult that was measured. She had a crazy spirit inside of her. She had, then she had 2, I think 3 were adults. One was a teenager, something like that. Yeah. And so she says that these spirits tend to, it was all on radio. If you listen to Cool FM, you probably would remember that story. So she said that she had 4 spirits in her, blah, blah, blah. And that was how she was able to push her twin over the balcony. And I remember the last conversation I had with her on radio. She said her parents were shipping her off to Paris because they couldn't, they were tired of managing her. So they were sending her overseas. So she said that they were shipping her. And her cousin also called me. Her cousin also called the show. She said they were shipping her off, and I had an intern then. I called it a demonic possession. And when we got off air, he said to me, Joyce, don't call it that. And I'm like, what? But that's the name. And he said, no, that there is a more scientific name. This multiple personality disorder. He gave me another name for it.
Yeah, there's a name for it. But it's still madness.
And
Madness is madness.
And then I Googled it and I read it. And they actually have like a scientific term where there's a multiple personality disorder.
Yes, there's a movie done on it.
Oh, yeah.
Where one person had like 11 people in one body.
So his concern was not that I said it. His concern was that I may frighten her because that's not what the medical term is. But I'm like, dude, are we joking? This is exactly what this is. This is like a demonic possession. Okay. Her story is telling you that she has 4 spirits inside of her. Okay, so you have 21-year-old and a 23-year-old. At least yesterday, one of them was asked, how old are you? And he said 23. And they killed a classmate because they wanted money. The reason they also killed the lady last year was also because they wanted money. And one of them says his mother sells for food. The other person said his father also does this very menial seeming. Yeah, they're just down there on the economic scale. From the video I played yesterday, which for the benefit of those who didn't catch that video yesterday, I should play again today. They did mention that one of them said he wanted to help his sister. The other one said he wanted to help his mother. Basically, they had a kind of motive to redeem the family out of poverty.
That's always the motive.
So that was what they said. The extent to which that is accurate or true, we would have to search out. But they said that. And then towards the end of that video we played yesterday, they asked for forgiveness. One of them asked for a job. And truly, somewhere in all of that commentary, you could truly feel that he thought maybe he had done a not so... They knew what they had done. But to be asking for a job and asking for forgiveness, he sounded like he wasn't full aware of the gravity of what he had done. That was one murder. Today... boys less than 25 have committed 2 murders. And I think yesterday, something else we had to pick out from yesterday's conversation was the fact that they asked for, their intention was originally 200 million naira.
They say 150.
And then upon reconsideration, they reduced it to 150 million naira. Less than 25-year-old Nigerian boys. I think this conversation is very layered, and I'm going to submit that to you too.
Yes, a lot of layers.
Because I don't know.
Don't even you start because let them be the ones to even scatter it.
Because I don't know.
Let Lagos just be the ones.
And I want us to all agree. It hasn't happened to you. I want us to all agree that this is the society we're living in. We're going to deal with this conversation for 45 minutes. And then I'm going to play off 30 minutes, maybe 30, 45 minutes. And then we're going to go into the second murder video. It's Open Thought Tuesday. And you know, an open thought is social issues, social psychological, social political issues. The second video is of a mechanic who killed an elderly couple, whom he said he was helping out. But from his story, he is reporting it as though they took advantage of him. Whether they took advantage of him is for you to decide. And then it forces us to then interrogate once again the psychology of society, or the psychology of persons. It speaks to the wickedness of nature. It speaks to people who take advantage of other people. Well, there are many things you can pick out of it, but I just thought to give you that heads up. So brace up. It should be as informative as it is entertaining, except it is less entertaining because it is supposed to be redemptive. It is as though if we work towards a better society, we can, amongst many things, reduce crime or crime rate. So maybe that's where we replace entertainment with motive, with purpose, with where this conversation should take us. We're ready for a commercial break. You're on the sunny side. Is Open Thought Tuesday. We'll be right back.
More news and information coming up. We'll be back in a moment.
Kids FM Festival is back. Join us for the Kids FM Festival.
A day of exciting games. Music, dance, and family fun.
Happening on May 27, 2026 at the Balmoral Convention Center, Lagos.
12 p.m. sharp.
Kids FM
Festival. Bring your brothers, sisters, mommies, and daddies, and all your friends too.
It's the Kids FM Festival. Let's make memories full of fun.
Register now at www.kidsfm.ng. It's the Kids FM Festival, where family fun comes alive.
Proudly sponsored by Pepsodent.
Lagos, Nigeria. Your incredible football experience is back. It's Goal Fest 2026, the 10th anniversary edition. Join thousands of fans for the ultimate football party. Big screen action, live DJs and a hype man, games, food, and non-stop football vibes. And of course, live performances by some of Nigeria's biggest superstars. Goldfest is happening Saturday, May 30th, 2026 at the Balmoral Convention Center, Victoria Island, Lagos at 2 p.m.
Register now at www.goldfestnigeria.com.
Come and experience football like never before. Goldfest 10th anniversary.
Sponsored by Squadron, Doc Rom, supported by Indomie.
Proudly refreshed by Pepsi.
It's actually a goal fest.
99.3 Nigeria Info, your number one station for talk. Let's talk.
What's that station again?
Oh yeah, Demo, come back. Here's one thing you need to know about yourself. So now here we dey talk.
Yep, bullseye. That's the one. You're listening to 99.3 Nigeria Info's The Sunny Side. The Sunny Side. Welcome. My name's Joyce.
You are listening to Open Thought on The Sunny Side with Joyce. Let's talk.
All right, Lagos, here we are. So there's the psychological, the moral, the social impact of our society or the events in society and how those events are becoming a framework for reference. And you can see how your society is transforming impressionable minds. Or at least that is a first assumption. Telephone lines. Nigeria Info, you are on the sunny side. Welcome to the show. Good afternoon to you.
Hello, Joyce. Good afternoon.
Afternoon. Welcome. Thank you for being here. Tell us your name. Go ahead.
Yeah. This is CJ from First Bank. So you know, like most time, there's a ripple effect of bad leadership. But most time we look at maybe the mismanagement of resources and the way they behave, but we forget the harm they do to our psyche. Just I do e-hailing as my side hustle. With what I've seen in e-hailing, dressing. In fact, I don't want to say we are beyond redemption, but what I've seen in e-hailing. So just you know that your station always plays my voice note that I say that the greatest mistake I think I've made in my life is starting a family in Nigeria, because we have an unenabling system. You know, the system we are building, the system we are working on here is a system that enables negativities, a system that does not enable positivity. I'm telling you for a fact. You know, at times when I look at my children, I'll be like angry that why did I raise them? Why did I even start and give birth to them here? When I look at their potentials, when I look at what they have, you know, at 13, my son can program games. You install it and you play it on your phone. My daughters, age 10, they can program all in my house. But when I look at the environment, I'm afraid because
thank you so much for calling me.
Situation can take them away from achieving that
I really do appreciate. Lakers, we're off on a break. We'll be right back.
You are a part of every conversation. We're listening to you as much as you're listening to us.
Zamfara Group decry reintegration of terrorists into society.
Christian, you Muslim, is there anywhere in your book that you read that you should not give yourself to these people to be slaughtering like
First
that?
When let's say they kill your pickings, about some months again, you can't see the person when he shoots your picking. How will you feel? Under your government, a liter of fuel now is 1,300 naira.
PDP failed. They voted PDP out. This government has failed. They need to vote them out.
On 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
If news is your quest, or gist your request, well, somewhere over your rainbows.
Over your rainbow.
Is the sunny side.
They better know it.
With Joyce.
Let's talk. Wherever the day takes you, the conversation goes with you.
And the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency has arrested. It's 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock.
The news update on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
99.3 Nigeria Info. Good afternoon to you, Lagos. I am Buluwati Jagade with the news. The federal government is calling on South Africa to take urgent and decisive action to halt attacks targeting Nigerians and other foreign nationals. The appeal came during a diplomatic meeting between Ministry of Foreign Affairs Nigeria and South Africa's acting High Commissioner in Abuja. Speaking after the engagement, the ministry's spokesman, Kimi Ebienfa, said Nigeria is seeking concrete steps to ensure the safety of its citizens and prevent further violence. And one person has been confirmed dead and 4 others injured in a road crash on the 3rd Mainland Bridge in Lagos. The accident, which occurred in the early hours near Iyanowuru, involved a head-on collision between 2 fully loaded Toyota Sienna commercial buses. Emergency officials say the injured victims were taken to a nearby trauma center, while preliminary findings point to reckless driving as the cause of the crash. A federal high court in Abuja has ordered the Social Economic Rights and Accountability Project to pay 100 million naira in damages for defamation. The case was filed by 2 operatives of the Department of State Services who accused SERAP of falsely claiming that their office in Abuja was invaded in September 2024. In addition to the damages, the court directed SERAP to issue a public apology in 2 national newspapers and on 2 television stations. The court also awarded 1 million naira as the cost of the suit and imposed a 10% interest on the judgment sum until it is fully paid. The Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited says it has signed a deal with 2 Chinese firms to support the restart of the Warri and Port Harcourt refineries. The agreement, in the form of a memorandum of understanding, covers the completion of ongoing rehabilitation work at both facilities. It also includes their operation, possible expansion, and plans for petrochemical production and gas-based industrial hubs. And finally, Iran has accused the United States of killing 5 civilians during an attack on passenger boat in the Strait of Hormuz, contradicting U.S.'s claim that it targeted Iranian military vessels. Iranian state media reports that 2 civilian boats were hit and destroyed with no Revolutionary Guard vessels affected, as earlier suggested by U.S. officials. The incident has heightened tensions in the region, raising fresh concerns over the fragile ceasefire and the security of global oil shipments through the vital waterway. That's the news on 99.3 Nigeria Info. Follow us everywhere on social media, 99.3 Nigeria Info. I am Buluwati Jagade. The Sunny Side with Joyce continues.
What's that station again?
Oh, yeah, Here's one thing you need to know
No.
about yourself.
we dey talk.
Yep, bullseye. That's the one. You're listening to 99.3 Nigeria Info's The Sunny Side. The Sunny Side. Welcome. My name's Joyce.
You are listening to Open Thought on The Sunny Side with Joyce. Let's talk.
We're 99.3. This is Nigeria Info, 5 minutes past 1 p.m. Welcome to the sunny side. We're live streaming on YouTube. Nigeria Info FM on YouTube. All right, so 2 murder cases. We're on one, the first for the day. And I have just shared with you an update from yesterday. 2 boys who killed an old classmate. That was the part of the video I presented to you yesterday. Today, yep, I didn't expect that. To be honest with you, but here we have it. They had killed someone last year. And the reason they did it, for money. So let's talk about society, the influence on society and the minds of persons or people or Nigerians, and how this is a perfect representation of our society. Now, I know you can say this is not our society. I'll object to that. You don't have a superior argument to counter the possibility that this isn't the influence of society. Now, if you do, I want to hear it. Let's go to WhatsApp real quick on Nigeria Info.
Okay, so this person says, Joyce, good morning. Those aliens don't deserve to exist. They should be executed or eliminated by the law. In China, if you take someone's life, you will go for it by death penalty. No age limit. My name is Believe.
All right.
This next person says, good afternoon, Joyce and Kemi. Honestly, if there is time in this nation where the hearts of humans are at their back, it is now. In quest to become rich young people, adults do terrible, dubious, hideous, and abominable things because of money. Human beings are now like goats, cow, that can be slaughtered at will. God help us. This next person says, this is Jaja. We are jokers in Nigeria when it comes to crime, especially murder. As long as Nigeria doesn't sentence these murderers to death and kill them within 24 hours of their death sentence, these killers will never stop killing because they are 100% certain that the justice system will not sentence them to death. They are sure that the worst case scenario is that they will enjoy their life in prison while getting fed with the tax of the family of the victim that they killed. The justice system provides protection for criminals and never provides justice for victims. Imagine the innocents killed are rotting in the grave, but the hopeless idiots who murdered them are asking for forgiveness without remorse, and the system is more than ready to forgive them. Insanity. This next person says, absolutely, Joyce, I remember the story. That's the story from Cool FM. Then YouTube, this next person says, there is a movie for dissociative identity disorder. It's called Split. Very educative and interesting movie. This next person says,
I've seen that movie.
Yeah.
Sick stuff.
Another person says, this is also a part of bad parenting.
Okay, so bad parenting or society. And this is debatable, but let's see where you tilt towards. Yesterday, the young boys were asking for forgiveness. And they said they wanted jobs. Bandits have asked for forgiveness. In fact, the government has put them on a kind of stipend, monthly, a little pocket money, just so that they are not back on the streets, right? They're rehabilitated. They're given a uniform, a traditional attire to signify renewed hope, renewed something. You're not quite sure what the thing is, but it's renewed. It's a new page, a new leaf, a new beginning. And is it possible that society is imprinted in their psychology? Is it possible that when you think about it, less than 25-year-old boys are asking for 200 million naira, and the consideration was 150 million naira, less than 25. Well, they had visions of the future, what they were going to do with the money, and how leaving poverty is one of the reasons why they decided to go kill. So is this really bad parenting, which could really be it, or is this society? Is this what society has brought upon us? Remember, we're still talking about the one that's in the news. We're waiting for the one that hasn't quite made it to the news yet. We're talking on Nigeria Info. It's Open Thought Tuesday. You're on the sunny side. My name is Joyce. Welcome. Good afternoon. What's your name?
Good afternoon, Joyce.
Tell us your name. Go ahead.
It's Emmanuel speaking from Mepe. I want to say this society because we can't heap the blames, on parents at this point. Some parents are really trying their best, but some children are just bent, on being nuisance, to the society. At this point, our law enforcement also needs to do a lot, And again, these governors who seem not to care about signing a death sentence because of their religious belief, and so on, because there is a sin at that sense, to the brain of that person, who also wants to, because as we are talking today, there are some people trying to carry out the same plan of kidnapping, wants to make money, by any means necessary, either dirty or not, to drive big cars, build flashy houses and so on. And again, we have a problem, in our country today. Sometimes I tell young people, who come around me that sometimes when you see people drive big cars and you want to be like them, when you see people go to luxurious hotels, spend days and you want to be like them, be careful what you wish for because you don't know how they make their money. Sometimes you are better not be like them and have peace and be like them and be in chaos. And again, they raise the point of somebody they once killed, and dumped in an environment, and somebody who built a property, close to where they dumped that person is in prison now. That again raises another concern about how our security agencies do their investigation. Because if this don't come up now, nobody will know that that person is innocent. So, number one lesson from this, governors should sign death warrants. Number two, parents should try as much as possible to make sure that their children are not following bad trends. Because you can be training the child, making sure he or she does what you want, but immediately they leave your environment, they go to school or travel far away, when they begin to work with a bad friend, they get influenced negatively. And that's through everything you have been teaching them, away to the trash. So, and again, our security agencies should do proper investigation to make sure that people who are innocent, are not going in for, offense they didn't commit, so that we have a better society. Good afternoon, Joyce.
Thank you very much for calling me. I really do appreciate 99.3 Nigeria Info. I also left out another point for consideration, which is that you have 25-year-olds into kidnapping and then murder. You less than 25-year-olds into kidnapping. I want you to allow that marinate in your consciousness a little bit. Less than 25-year-olds who sit down and decide, kidnapping. So I would like for you to speak on that. Can we just a moment?
Okay.
Just hold your thought. Let's quickly speak to a few people. Then I'll come to you. Then you go to messages. Hello, Nigeria Info. The sunny side. Welcome. Tell us your name.
Yeah. Good afternoon, Joyce.
Yeah. Tell us your name. Go ahead.
Yeah. My name is Tony. Let me tell you. Everything is all about parents. Even though if your parents are not rich, but selling fufu or rice on the roadside doesn't mean you as a kid you should now become acting like a criminal. Let me just give you a secret. And did you know the reason why all these things are on? It's because all these small boys now join courts. So the kind of orientation they give them is like you see a boy of 18 years harassing a man who is old enough to be his father because he believes he now smokes. Those boys who kill those people, those boys, one, some of them might be into cultism. Secondly, they smoke. So that's why when they see humans, they see them as ants. Let me just give you a typical example. This one happened to my older brother. He went to do a way bill. When he didn't arrive, he sat in a bar waiting for the driver to come. Because they saw him like a cool guy. The next thing, the boys came to meet him on his table. Hello, bros. Some guys, they call you for back. Thinking is a joke. They guy say, please, I don't know you guys. They look back, you see those guys that are playing snooker in there, whatever. The next guy say, bros, I bet people with they call, you know, they hear. Do you know what the next thing this guy did to my other brother? The bottle of water he was drinking, my other brother was sitting on a chair with a bottle of beer. This guy poured bottled water on his body. His other guy came and said, bros, you know what they call the next thing? The same guy that poured water on his head carried the bottle of any kind of smash on his head. Seriously, this thing happened like last week somewhere around Aja. Smash bottle on his head. For what reason? You first of all come to humiliate somebody who is older than you, like, and this boy I'm talking about is not to 25 years. My other guy is about 40 something. What would you call that? You come to humiliate somebody, someone who's sitting on his own, just to come because he say they smoke or now you doing to one, whatever you are. So those killing of a thing, and it's just because of society doesn't even support. When we see this kind of thing, trust me, nothing happens to those guys. They will just be detained in somewhere. So you know they will make call. Their top men will come and release them. And that's what gives
these ones don't have top men now. You think these ones have top men?
You won't understand.
But what does it mean to have top men? So doesn't this take us back to the society where you as a Nigerian, you think that our society tolerates murder, that if you have a top man, you can go home to cakes?
Joyce, if you're not on the street, you won't understand. Other people will call and you'll see.
Let's hear other people.
I'm telling you.
Okay. Well, yeah, thank you, really.
Guys, listen to me. If you have top guys out there, their men will call the people handling the case. This one, you don't, George.
I know that happens, but it doesn't happen every time. There was one time, one particular guy who killed a lady from, I think it was Cross River or Calabar. The lady was looking for a job, something like that. Yes, and then the rumors had it that there were strong men behind him. I know there are cases where that happens, but not all cases. But that also goes back to society and what society tolerates, doesn't it?
But not all cases. Why would such thing happen at all in the first place?
Yeah, that's why we're gathered here today. It's open court.
Why would such even happen? So those kind of things, any man, any boy who has the mind in killing, that guy is not an ordinary guy.
All right, thank you.
One, he must belong to somewhere.
Yeah, thank you. So you bring us back to the question of, is because there's a kind of poverty that truly makes suffering a curse. There's a kind of poverty you suffer, and you're not quite much of a human. You're not. I mean, you have to understand that you can be so poor, and the poverty affects you psychologically. Like, that is how disfiguring poverty can be. Now, that doesn't mean that the only thing that can disfigure you is poverty, because there are rich people who are not even humans. There is the most popular one, you can't debate that, the Epstein files. And you have princes, you have men who are a part of a kingdom. You have people who make policies, people who control the money, making blood sacrifices and eating children, who are into human trafficking, who own labs where babies are made. I mean, it's a sick world. So we're only just speaking to poverty because the reference in this regard is a situation that has emerged out of poverty. Nigeria Info. WhatsApp caller, thank you very much for being here. Remember, you must turn off your computer volume, something. Go ahead.
Yeah, this is Ray. Yeah, quick one. This is not even about parents. Let me give you one little practical.
Turn off your, I did mention, please turn off your computer, please.
Yes, it's off. Can you hear me? Yeah, so let me tell you one practical example. You know, when you're coming from Oshodi, descending to Yanovo, and also coming from BI, inside those traffic, towards, I forgot this place. When you come to Begasha, there used to be boys there that bring glasses speaker. Then, I don't know about now. Now, then when I was there, I have to go to the police station in Alakbere, meet the DPO. They give me 2 policemen because most of them always be below the car. And my car is like a fancy car. All those guys, they target good cars. When you're alone, they attack you. Now, when I met this guy, the DPO, he told me that those boys, they can't arrest them. If they arrest them, there are some power guys that will come for them. 1, 2. Now, if they kill them, there are some activists that they will stand and start fighting the police is killing civilians. So the only thing they can do was for them to just give me like some policemen that will escort. I'm coming by, I will call them, they will come and meet me, and they will escort me to the flow of the road. So what I'm trying to say that this is about society. It's about society. And secondly was that he said that anytime that he first started, that those boys, instead of them attacking cars, they'll be upping fuel, which is that if they provide them job, some of them need job. They need money. So when they have job, that if during the first starting, you see them upping for fuel, that they will not be crashing, they don't have to be crashing against cars there because they have something doing. But when there is no job for them, they'll start attacking cars. That if they can just place some of them, not all of them, some of them, all what they don't do, they job. So this is not about parenting, it's about society. If there's going to be crime, if they provide job for everybody, but people still be there. They are the partition child, they are that kind of partitions. Yes. But I want to tell you that according to what in my investigations, they need to get job. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We're going to go to WhatsApp right now. You're listening to 99.3 Nigeria Info. It's Open Thought Tuesday. You're on the sunny side. My name is Joyce. Kemi, you ready?
Yes. So before we go to WhatsApp, I wanted to say something. First off, I hope that I want to take Nigerians back, or Lagosians back rather, to when there was a time that robbery was reigning. Robbery was the in business. Robbers will parade the streets openly without any consequences. And there's nothing you do about it. Do you remember 1 million boys? Do you remember all those scenarios? And then what happened? Oh yeah, now the law decided to do something about it. Robbery calmed down. What did people start doing next? They moved to cybercrime. Cybercrime became the in thing. Till now, we still have money launderers out there that it's a big business. You do it, you blow, you hammer, you do whatever you want with your money. Some of them recruit boys and they're teaching these boys, and it's a normal thing. Oh yeah, now cybercrime. We started getting too loud, so other countries started saying, you know what, we're looking for somebody. It got too much. It died down a bit. Then they moved into money rituals. Money rituals started raining. It became a thing. Mm-hmm. That died down too a bit. They kept it on the side. Now what happened? Kidnapping is the in thing now. Because if the so-called bandits and the people that are not bandits are kidnapping, demanding for ransom, doing videos and posting on TikTok, until now, they are still out there killing and raiding villages. And there is nobody that is doing anything about it. Then you now say what? 22, 23-year-olds, they cannot see what you are doing and copy the same thing. Of course, they feel that you will let them go. They will have mouth and have mind. So, because they are seeing humans as chickens. If those people can be seeing human beings as goats and cows, like Sharon, when it's not in there, you are cutting necks, you are slicing people, you are squeezing. I will still just and say what? It's a chicken that is sitting beside me or what? That I just want to go and squeeze her neck. I want to choke her. I just want to choke her. Then if I choke her, I'll tell her, mommy, you have to give me money. You have to 150 million. I will say, I'm a say make owo. When it's not vulcanizing, it's like business that we are learning. No, it's already looking like a trade. Mole, let's start up kidnapping session. Those people should have one kill. So we should be doing that one. The other thing that I even forgot to mention is Agbero. Agbero is not a job, in case you don't know. And I'm sure that all of you know, everybody knows, everybody just keeping quiet. The day that this thing will hook us in the neck is that day that I'm waiting for. Because how do you have a union of Agberos that are doing nothing on the road but making life miserable for everybody who's using public transport? Nobody has ever spoken about this, and it's very irritating and infuriating. They will wear uniforms, they will stay on the road, they will rip driver's stuff, they will break glass, they will say, oh, you can't, I don't understand, you're collecting money for Aero. As per what? Is it tax or what? No, what is the real purpose of this union of Agberos on the road? Are they soldiers or what? Because I'm not understanding it anymore.
If you're on X, could you tag me to last 2 weeks now, Nigerians have been reporting that when they use the highway, they get attacked. One person even reported that his glass was broken. If you're on X, could you please tag me to those videos, because I think it just has it has a spot in all of this. We're Nigeria Info. We're off on a break. We'll be right back. Honey, I said you lose. Uh-oh.
More talk, news, and sports after this.
I found something inside my Nescafe Original 3-in-1 pack the other day. A unique code printed inside.
Yes, so every pack of Nescafe Original 3-in-1 now comes with a code inside in the Nescafe Next Level promo. Just text the code to *7022# and you could win 500,000 naira cash, business tools, and training. Up to 1 million naira in prizes to be won. Promo runs until June 30th, 2026. T's and C's apply. Nescafe. Make your world.
The Kids FM Anthem Challenge is here. Now here's what you can do to participate. Head over to our Instagram page at kids.fm.ng to download the Anthem instrumental through the link in our bio. Get creative with your family, dance, sing, and have fun with the anthem. Remember, you have to do this as a family to qualify. Post your entry and tag the official handle at kids.fm.ng for a repost. The top 4 entries with the highest engagements will win exciting cash prizes. Don't forget to use the hashtags #KidsFM Challenge, #KidsFM Anthem Challenge. Let's play!
Bring you the daily dose of important updates and stories all around the world.
Primary and secondary school teachers in the FCT have resumed an indefinite strike.
Is it because it's the poor people children that are going to public school? That's why they don't care?
The Minister of Education, policies from assaulting every now
Well, the price of Lagosians or Nigerians in general with almost expired, if not expired, food.
Food that are packaging this food. I think not Nigerian.
This lies on the average Nigerian because now that can't be everywhere.
If the head is bad, all other body will feel the pain. So we need to correct this head.
It's Nigeria Station for Talk 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
We're back. 99.3 Nigeria Info, the sunny side. It's 27 minutes past 1 p.m. on the clock. Let's talk. You think you can go to WhatsApp right now?
Yeah.
WhatsApp, let's go.
WhatsApp. All right. This person says, afternoon, sunny side. Wait, so my question is that why is it that someone caught red-handed, killing, and even killed somebody has been taken to court instead of being sentenced to death? Then we see another lawyer coming to defend the killer. I don't get this. He who kills someone should be killed.
But you also have to take them through the law. The law also allows for a person to defend their cause.
That is,
I mean, it's necessary that the law does that, just so that you can fully determine what degree of murder that is. You know, like you could have a homicide, you have manslaughter, you could have murder. You have to allow, for example, explain intent.
But they took life, Sha.
Yeah, so it's also the thing, because say for example, if it was like hard cold murder, it may be like maybe 20 years. If it was a homicide, it was something else that led to murder. It may have a far more reduced, maybe not far more, but a kind of reduced sentence.
Yeah,
but you also want to not. You don't. The law should not infringe on the right of someone, and it's their right to explain, and then they explain their actions, and then their actions are pegged against the scale of judgment.
Okay, so but like the innocent person that they now killed.
Yeah, so that's exactly what the law has to handle.
Where's that one going to go and explain?
No. So the law is supposed to cater to all of that. You allow the perpetrator of a crime speak in their defense, to give him a lawyer,
and allow the victim.
And then so that it's fair. That's what the scale is about.
You know that. All right. This person says, "Good afternoon, Joyce and Kemi. I will blame the society for this crime." Charles from Mazamaza. Hello, Joyce and Kemi. Are they not one of our brothers and sisters, aka prodigal son family? The fathers ate the grapes and soured the mouths of the children. These children see oh, these children see terrible examples. However, I am not advocating for murderers and criminals. This next person says, good afternoon, ma'am. The killer boys first are victims of bad parenting.
Okay.
Secondly, they learnt from the society. The government seems to embrace people who kidnap people, take ransom, and call them prodigal brothers. Again, there's a lot of money worship in this country. Nobody wants to know how you made the money. Just make it and they would worship you. These things are more destroying younger people who have to suffer a lot before they can even see something to survive. This is Soporo from Abule Ado.
Can I go to WhatsApp? So one more and then we go to
Yeah.
lines.
This person says the moral bankruptcy in Nigerian society is beyond redemption. A country where the politicians will be openly boasting that what money can't do, more money will do it. The government institutions like the police, the judiciary, etc., are supposed to be the gatekeepers against immorality, are now unapproachable if you don't have money to bribe them. Hi Joyce, good afternoon. I've been asking myself this one question since yesterday. When did we become people that enjoy darkness? I mean real darkness. Because since when can a 23-year-old think of asking for 200 million? I mean, what do you want to do with that amount of money? What can you even do with it at 23? My goodness, we have really become people of darkness and we enjoy being in darkness. This is serious, so I feel sad for the soul of those boys. I hope they find redemption.
Telephone lines, Nigeria Info. Welcome. We're looking at 2 murder cases today. We're in the first, and it's of less than 25-year-old boys who we thought who committed murder, and that's the allegation against them, and that was the audio I played you yesterday. And this morning I found an update. They had not only just killed an old classmate, they had also killed a person last year and then threw the body within the premises of an innocent person. Investigations kicked off, and the person within whose parameters the body was found is awaiting trial. And so I thought, is this where we say, thank God they killed somebody else because we had set somebody free, but someone else is dead? And so we're attempting to admit that society needs... So first, it's like, is this a parental issue? Is this a family? Is this a lack of morality? What is this from a family perspective? Is this is this a cultural? And it's funny because we say society, but society is also culture. So have we made crime part of culture? So say you try to figure out how society shapes identity. There is looking glass theory. There's something called the looking glass theory. A person's self-concept is heavily influenced by their interpretation of how others see them, often leading to internalization of social labels / values. So people look at society to measure self-worth. And given what society tolerates or doesn't, people adjust, people terraform, people reform, people conform to how society measures worth and value. Cultural norms and roles, society dictates acceptable behaviors, and social roles, whether it's gender, roles, career path, which define how individuals present themselves and interact. And of course, you can say family, a family without structure, without a philosophy. I'm reading a book right now. It's called The Leisure Class. It is, I'll go to the telephone lines and I'll tell you a little bit about the book I'm reading, The Leisure Class, and how the leisure class are able to afford that tax bracket because they're exploiting the bottom class. When Nigeria Info is Open Thought Tuesday. I'll take your objections on the sunny side. Welcome to the show. You're on the sunny side when Nigeria Info. It's good to have you here. Tell us your name. You can go ahead.
Just can you hear me?
Tell us your name. Go ahead.
Yeah, this teacher. Somebody told you that it's because you are not in the street. That's why you don't understand. And I believe that's why you don't understand. Just at a point in time, about 7 years ago, you know the slogan in the Nigerian prison, "Quickly prison." The slogan there was "Plan well." Just can you hear me?
I'm with you. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, so the slogan there was plan well. Do you know those that were saying that plan well? The prison word that they are telling the inmates there, that they should plan well, so that when you come there, they will make your life comfortable with your money. Just a year after I took on, listen. Maybe one day I'll grant my interview. Just a year after I took up the salary work, they gave me a branded vehicle from my company, and all the plasma, they wanted to escort me, and they want to claim that I beat the traffic light. So I was resisting and said no, nothing like that happened. So they called police people, the task force or something, they come and arrest me. What did you do? So you are telling me that since I don't want my company to spend money, they will make sure that I go to prison. I told them that, but I didn't do anything. Now, Jesse, at the end of it all, they took me to prison actually. Jesse, do you know when I got there, what the prison warden, I was just watching what was happening, because luckily for me, one of my sales rep, one of my dealers, because I was a sales rep, one of my dealer was a prison officer, a prison warden. So I called the woman and told her, look at what is happening. The woman was like, oh, okay, no problem. When you get there, I'll give you the prison controller number. And actually, he made in contact with the controller and told the controller his first rep was wrongly apprehended. They want to remind him in prison. In case if he comes, please help him out so that they will not rob. Just like someone that.
You're breaking up. And for you on the sunny side, welcome. What is your interpretation to the psychology of less than 25-year-olds who are into kidnapping and murder already? Hello.
Yeah, good afternoon. Chris is my name, calling from Ikoyi. I think for me it's both ways. Both the government, both the family, even the society. Whereby 22, 23 years old boy, one in somewhere in Oduru here, one of the big hotels. This boy driving Bentley, wife. You see the type of necklace, that big chain they put. The moment he gets into the reception, what comes to my mind is to ask that receptionist or the manager or whoever to ask that boy to go back. But no. See the way they were receiving this, even the security guys. I said, for years I've been working. This is my gura. I know how long it takes me before I get that. Small boy, Bentley. Where is it from? It's from a home. I had two grown-up boys. Then tomorrow my son will drive in, at least make I say Lexus 350. And I know what he's doing. I won't ask questions. First of all, I will call my sister or my auntie, come. Make una call this boy, ask him how he get this. But no. In my environment where I live, in Ijesha there, they celebrate all these boys. 2 years ago, my late senior brother daughter want to get married. They say, oh, Chris, now you, their papa, this, so. I said, okay, let them come to Jesha. Joyce, do you know what they tell me? There's one boy. They say it's a king, whatever, of that area, boys in that our locality. This is Mr. Chris, way gentleman, not like Wahala. You need to go and settle this boy, He'll get his own canopy. Can you imagine, Joyce? I had to get his canopy for him with his boys. I'm telling you, I think what? I think Wale is the name or something. He tax all those market women. He go to bus stop, tax women. They pay royal to him. In the morning, we were preparing for the party. They fight. At least they steal phone somewhere. Hello, Joyce.
Yeah, I'm with you. I mean, so I'm just laughing at the fact that you had to rent canopy to be in within the breathing space.
So within themselves, they started fighting themselves. They start that guy.
Entrance fee.
They start the guy. They start the guy there. The guy started bleeding. By the time they rush him to the hospital, the guy gave up. So around 4 or 5 in the evening, when the party had to take shape, I was hearing people, Uncle Chris, not be small, though. The guy where with the fear say you need to go and settle him, get canopy. They don't kill him. I say, you know, how you people say they support? So this boy is in this street because I don't normally stay. They say, yes, he lives down our street. He's the parents here. They say because of him, the parents had to relocate the control. Small boy, and now they kill him to street fight. What do you call that? Is that not society? Is it not from a family? Like one of them say, a lawyer will come out and represent these two boys that kill these people. Lawyer will come and represent them. You see my gura, I don't joke with you. Pack your Bentley or pack your Rolls Royce. It doesn't concern me. It's greed. People are greedy. All right. People are greedy. Whoever kill, let him face the music. Thank you, Joyce.
Thank you for calling me. I do appreciate Nigeria. And for you on the sunny side, welcome. My name's Joyce. What's your name? You know what to do.
I off my radio.
Tell us your name. Go ahead.
Yes. Yes, my name is Kingsley. I want to tell you with my full chest. My mom and my dad leave me when I was 12 years old. I do conductor. We are living in the first state. When people go open mouth, they talk for radio, they go like the children just purposely they do the wrong thing. Okay, now, mom, now, present now, if you want to give Google giveaway for Chisco, let me use a Chisco as a sample. You will see all the children will gather. It's not the opportunity to use gather all of them. But Nigerian government, can you hear me, ma?
I'm with you. Go ahead.
Hello? Nigerian government will use Black Maria, come with gun, with mopo, to check those boys. Tell them go start, make them catch them. We are not doing the right thing. We just complain. Government said they complain. Some masses they complain. So we go call airport inside this complaint. We are using our problem now to do conversation. It's not conversation. We are living in the first state. First state. I do conductor. Now I'm 42 years old now. I do conductor for this Lagos plus downfall driver for 17 good years because I joined private driving. I dey drive person private as a private driver now in Lagos. Maybe I work for myself. So you can't expect me to be like others. And I can't expect you to be like me. You big parents that take care of you, put you for school, you have this English. So if I fix my broken, you go look down on me. That's what Oyibo say. Oyibo talk say, power no good for black man. Black man no supposed to the whole power. Auntie Joyce, you hear me?
Yeah, but that particular phrase, that's wrong. That's wrong.
Power no good for black man because we don't know how to use power. As I said from the beginning, if you want to
it's not that you don't know how to use it. So I want to, should I speak on this? Okay, finish first and I'll speak, okay? Go ahead.
You understand, ma?
Agree with you, so I'm going to wait for you to finish.
Okay, that's what. Why do you disagree with me?
I was trying not to interrupt you.
To finish.
Are you done though?
I'm done talking. You talk your own part. I want to hear you.
You're serious, though? Okay, good. So it's not that power corrupts everywhere in the world. Everywhere. It's not a black, white, it's not a race thing, right? But the reason it would appear that you're incapable of handling power is because you allow greed overrun common sense. You subvert the truth. You deny the truth because of selfish gain. In that, you do not allow the truth govern outcomes, right? And so what happens is that it's almost as though you deliberately then tolerate evil, and then it's almost as though the reason you're tolerating evil is so that you can wield power against the weak. So it's more a character flaw, and some people have it, some others don't. If you look at politics today, some people like Obi for that, and others don't like him because they think he's an imposter. It is that. Someone who's not desperate for power is a better off human being in terms of psychology than someone who is. And then it's even worse with the weak people who posture as moderate or modest, but they're really just the shadow in the darkness that pretty much is waiting for the powerful guy so they can bend the knee. It's complex, but it's simple to understand.
Auntie Joyce, you don't come now. You use English now, and when they spoke at the year, you understand? They said, I use my grammar now, I use my broken now in the year also. You understand what I mean now? So now, people will go school, they know they see common. It's not like you go work with one oga as a driver, as a nanny. The way they go take see you finish, my auntie, that time you go know say who go help person, not the stress person.
So you are very right, and this is also why I was waiting for you to finish so I can say this is what I wanted to say while you were speaking, which is don't tolerate people abusing you, because when they succeed in debasing you, they will treat you in that debasement. So let me put it this way: if I give you something that is insulting, if I insult you psychologically, physically, and you tolerate it. What happens is because you have tolerated it, it forms your psychology. When you now become that person who accepts abuse, I will treat you as that. I'll treat you on that level. So there is a problem here of accepting evil, accepting vile, accepting decay, accepting wickedness, accepting unrighteousness, accepting you tolerate it because you think you're going to benefit from it. Because the truth is, if you are offended by the presence of evil, the only thing you know is a moral duty of yours to do is to rise and speak war against it.
Auntie Joyce.
You're listening to me. Do you get it? Do you get it? People will do to you, you can't control. The question is, what are you going to do about it?
Auntie Joyce, for me, I don't decide because as I'm talking to you now, get the opportunity to talk to you. You are the one that bring me to Nigeria Info. Each of your program, if I didn't call, I will listen to you. But me, by myself, I know what I'm doing. I have 3 children, but I train them in the right way. That boy is for 25 years, I no support. But until hungry day streets. Thank you, ma. God bless you.
Thank you for calling me. We're 99.3. This is Nigeria Info. We are going to go off on a break. And that break is supposed to allow me find the second video, which I would love to play in our hearing. Okay, yeah. There's information you can use, so I'll let Kemi furnish you with that information, and then I'll catch your breath. Actually, 5. And then come right back to the conversation. So I'm going to read this message. Watch this. So on YouTube, someone is saying power corrupts, and it corrupts absolutely. A good example is the government of Nigeria and the U.S. president. According to this writer, he says, that's why absolute power shouldn't be granted to one man or individual alone. I was reading, I don't remember what I was reading, but I was just reading something, and I came by a phrase, and it says that the best defense against violence or wicked men would be good men who have the greater capacity of greater violence. And for you to be that, you must be one who opposes, who objects, who speaks against, who doesn't tolerate that which is not good. The problem with tolerating evil is the consequences that follow afterwards. It's never one consequence, it's 5. Because it mutates like any virus. You know, it goes from your breast to your lymph. It goes, it spreads. You know how cancer spreads? Yeah, it can start to like a little itch. Before you know, the whole ear has to go. Those parasites. That's what evil. That's the nature of evil. It won't. Have you heard the phrase "give no room to the devil"? Have you ever wondered why you were told that? It's Open Thought Tuesday, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, Lagos. I've got gist for you, okay? And this one is from AI Without Borders. It's an Africa-Canada collaboration forum, and it's happening in Toronto Tech Week live in Canada. Here, you can take your brand beyond borders. The AI Without Borders Africa-Canada Tech Collaboration and Innovation Forum is creating a powerful platform for businesses that are ready to expand, connect, and grow on the global stage. So this is your opportunity to showcase your brand, amplify your visibility, and align with innovation that is shaping the future. You can position your businesses where it matters, engage in new markets, build strategic partnerships that drive real impact. From Africa to Canada, this is where forward-thinking brands step into global relevance. So if your organization is ready to be seen and recognized and connected internationally, then contact them today at info@aai.org.ng. That's info@aai.org.ng, or call 0706 891 4510. 0706 891 4510. It's AI Without Borders, connecting opportunities, creating impact.
You are listening to Open Thought on the Sunny Side with Joyce. Let's talk.
Our second video is of a mechanic. He tells his own story, but this particular murder case is different in aspect from the earlier video that I played, which pretty much was today. I played the update from yesterday. There is something here One, there's murder, and two is the motive for it. You would have the liberty to speak on both in a moment. You're on the sunny side. Remember that. We're 99.3. This is Nigeria Info. We're live streaming on YouTube, Nigeria Info FM. Here we go.
I commit a crime. What type of crime did you commit? I kill husband and wife.
What happened that you killed them?
Because of what they did to me.
Huh?
Because of what they did.
What did they do to you?
I am a mechanic. Now me they repair the husband and the wife motor. Suddenly the husband can't deceive me. I should drive him. I they drive him. Not beside they collect salary. I just they help him. For that helping, that is how my work can't affect it. Me and him we come out. We go there for hotel. Customers will be calling me. No way to come back. We go come out around 12. Before we come back around 3:30 to 4. When we come back, you go carry 2,000, 2,500, big money, 5,000 give me. I am a married man. I get picking. I dey pay house rent. I get many expenses on my head. I complain to this man. This man say God will take control. One day I leave this man. I know they help him for over 1 month. The man sent message for me, say that I am very wicked. I can't call and respond to him, say whether I don't steal from him or I don't carry something for his house or for his wife. He said no, but I know the condition where he did. Why I know the Greek one. I said carry driver. He said no, not be every time they come out. But if it is me, it's only me he like to be carrying him because now me they keep in secret. We they always run about hotel by hotel. He know. Me I did not go the house to kill the wife. It's because say the wife is around. If not, nothing the wife do me. The wife never do me anything. I did not kill the man because of money.
What did you kill
because of scattering my work, because of what he do. Over 10 years. I am not his driver. I am just helping him. He never pay me. He never helped me for one day. Say, see this 50,000, take solve your problem. He never.
So how do you help your family?
Through my mechanic engineering work. So, no frustration.
Young man, please, I want to understand. Someone called you that you should come and work for him. People do not bargain price. Was the work for free, or you agree that he will pay you monthly?
We did not bargain anything, me and him. I did not know because he said once in a week if I am free, and sometimes if I am not free, I used to tell him.
How did you access the house, and how did you?
They know me very well.
Yes.
The more I call my name, says Jonathan, they can open the door for me. No,
two of them living there?
With house help, but the house help no day.
It's okay.
Yeah.
So how did you kill them?
I use knife.
Welcome to the show, 99.3 Nigeria Info, the sunny side. There's an aspect of this there's a psychological part of this that pretty much was a feature in our earlier conversation, which was a question that was asked to me specifically. So here, someone commits murder because he was being exploited. And it gets to represent what I was saying earlier on. Like the moment you start tolerating something that is beneath your own human conscience, the people who are abusing you never stop. It's the same from here to hell. It doesn't change. It doesn't change. There is no incentive to change if there is no... You have to be capable of a confrontation. It's that you have to be willing to lose. Because if you think... I mean, hear the story. He has been driven to a point of no return. But he also allowed himself to be abused. And so it's like, have you noticed those women who are married but are very bitter? They hate their husbands. They have stayed with him so long, they despise him for what he has done to them. And they never took the liberty to leave.
Yeah.
Because society has an interpretation. Society has a name. Somebody will judge them. Somebody will shame them. They stay 30 years bitter. They stay 40 years bitter. They die in that bitterness. Some even raise kids They give birth and then raise kids in that bitterness, only because you didn't find enough courage to say no. Now, let's flip this. Let's rewrite this story for a moment. If he had said, no, I can't do it if you don't pay me, then the man will say, oh, you're wicked. You're not good to me. And he'll say,
greedy. See everything money.
And he's
going to
say, yeah, I'm good with that if you don't pay me. You see that? But he didn't. He was also trying to be good.
99.3 Nigeria Info. We'll be right back.
Smart business travel just got better. Fly-Gabon Airbus A320 flights have been flying since April 17th, connecting Lagos to Central, West, and Southern Africa. And right now, you can fly to Johannesburg from just 704,900 naira round trip and enjoy 2 free 23 kg checked bags, premium onboard service, and comfortable seats. Enjoy same-day return flights in just 7 hours 40 minutes. You are there. Fly-Gabon's flexible tickets lets you adjust your plans easily while connecting you to over 20 destinations across Africa. Fly out of Lagos on Tuesday or Friday and return on Wednesday or Sunday. Flexible, no stress. Book now at flygabon.com or visit our ticket office at Terminal 2, Ikeja, Lagos, or call 0201-279-9003.
Fly Gabon, the heart of Africa is open to you. Fly Gabon is IATA and IOSA certified.
Lagos, Nigeria, your incredible football experience is back. It's Goal Fest 2026, the 10th anniversary edition. Join thousands of fans for the ultimate football party. Big screen action, live DJs and a hype man, games, food, and non-stop football vibes. And of course, live performances by some of Nigeria's biggest superstars. Goal Fest is happening Saturday, May 30th, 2026 at the Balmoral Convention Center, Victoria Island, Lagos at 2 p.m.
Register now at www.goalfestnigeria.com.
Come and experience football like never before. Goal Fest 10th anniversary. Sponsored by Squadron, Doc Rom. Supported by Indomie. Proudly refreshed by Pepsi.
It's actually a Goal Fest. 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Your number one station for talk. Let's talk.
Welcome to the show. We're 99.3. This is Nigeria Info. It's so good to have you be a part of the commentary that you are presenting. Hey, tell us your name. Go ahead.
Hello? Hello?
I can hear you. I'm with you. Tell us your name. Go ahead.
Good afternoon, madam.
Tell us your name. Go ahead.
I'm Shema from Uganda. That man supposed to be killed immediately without even wasting time. Why should you treat your husband and wife, even if I thought the husband did bad? Not good now. You can't kill them because they carry them, they carry and go out. They're just supposed to kill the man directly. That's my own suggestion. Thank you.
So, is there anything we're learning from this sort of psychological weakness, emotional weakness?
What I learn is that what you will not collect as Olowo, don't collect as Talika. I don't know how they say the proverb, but what you will not collect when you are rich, don't collect when you don't have money. Because to be honest, once you start collecting it, even if you are the richest person on earth, they will still be reeffing. You know what reeffing means? They will still be looking down on you. They will still be feeding you the same rubbish. You will still be tolerating the same nonsense. So all opportunity is opportunity for you. Don't let them be using the word that you put in your mouth to deceive you. Small chicken change, small rice, small this thing. Oh yeah, come and do it for me now. Come and do it for me. Come and before you know it, it will now hook you like this. You will not be able to remove your neck until you choke somebody knife. Story will not end. I didn't know. It's the devil.
Is there something we could? So once again, is that something you are seeing from this and how human psychology actually works? Some people are strong. They have the capability to say no. Others, so they conform and they tolerate something that they can't.
No,
and
let me-
then
let
here
me
you
just
have
do
a
it.
guy where it's insane because now he didn't just kill one person, which
He
is
has to kill
bad.
the witness, which
he
is the
killed
wife.
two people. It's a
That's
little
two people.
difficult to justify you're not a murderer. It's like where you've killed one person and then you killed the wife.
It's like, I have to kill her.
It's
She
how
saw
things
me.
can push you. We're gonna go off on a break. When we come back, you'll have an opportunity to speak on this.
You are a part of every conversation. We're listening.
Under your government, a liter of fuel now is 1,300 naira. PDP failed. They voted PDP out. This government has failed. They need to vote them out.
On 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
It's 2 o'clock. The headline news on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
99.3 Nigeria Info, and this is the headline news. Non-academic staff unions continue negotiations with federal government. Suspects admit awareness of alleged coup plot against President Tinubu. Court orders Serap to pay 100 million naira for defamation. And 17 House of Representatives members defect from ADC to NDC. 1 dead, 4 injured in Third Mainland Bridge crash. And NDLEA raids Book community, arrests 6 suspected drug dealers. Nigerian urges South Africa to take action against attacks on Nigerians and other foreign nationals. U.S. introduces stricter post-visa security vetting for foreign nationals. APC Alimosho constituency adopts consensus candidates ahead of elections. And PDP faction releases 2027 election timetable and fixes nomination fees. Wike PDP bloc rejects factional timetable and interim leadership. And NNPC signs agreement with Chinese firms to restart Warri and Port Harcourt refineries. Outside Nigeria, Iran accuses United States of killing civilians in Strait of Hormuz. And in sports, Phil Foden reaches agreement over new Manchester City contract. And that's all on the news making the headlines at this hour. My name is Israel Umar. The Sunny Side with Joyce continues.
What's that station again?
Here's one thing you need to know about yourself.
Yep, bullseye. That's the one. You're listening to 99.3 Nigeria Info's The Sunny Side. The Sunny Side. Welcome. My name's Joyce.
You are listening to Open Thought on the Sunny Side with Joyce. Let's talk.
And this is a side note. P.S. No fewer than 16 members of House of Representatives have defected from the African Democratic Congress to the Nigerian Democratic Congress, NDC. Ladies and gentlemen, power is power. What that means is that true power is self-sufficient and does not need justification, knowledge, or consensus. I'll catch you on the show tomorrow and you can tell me exactly how you feel about soft power. My name is Joyce. It's Open Thought Tuesday. So, what's up?
Okay.
We're on this second murder video I've just played for you. What do you make of it? Is that something you can learn from it? Because, I mean, it's a murder case. It's in the hands of authorities. They do with it what they must. because the laws in society imprint what society accepts, and by extension, society is shaped and formed by what society tolerates. So there is with kidnapping and murders and what society has done with that, and how you have less than 25-year-olds. The number you heard yesterday, the figure was 23. He said it was 23. And they were on their second murder at 23.
Is it the 21-year?
At 23, I was collecting books. All right. What's that?
This person says, this is Jaja. Listening to the nonsense narrative of the mechanic who killed husband and wife, you can just sense the impunity of the assurance that he is so sure that nothing will happen to him.
No, I don't think so.
If a murderer is made to know from the standpoint of justice and the law that he will also lose his life within 24 hours after he has killed an innocent person, I bet you that no one will go ahead with killing another human being. We are, as a society, with a justice system that encourages criminals to kill and will forever continue to have innocents get killed like goats.
Is it also
Congratulations
possible
to us and our useless justice system.
Okay, but well, thank you for your message. But is it also possible that people with means and influence and power use that against you? There are many lessons in this, and I'm waiting for you to give it to me.
All right. This one says, my name is Oliver, and I'm a guy, not Olivia. He says,
Thank you for the clarity.
Good afternoon. I just want to appreciate you. I've been listening to your voice since your days back in Cool FM, and honestly, it's been an amazing journey following you over the years.
Oh, bless your heart.
Your voice in my brain for a long time. I've been listening to radio from back then, 2005, Seth. You remain one of the voices, and you're truly appreciated.
Thank you.
Says, good afternoon, Joyce. I know these boys. They live very close to me. The one doing the talking, the father is a woodcutter. Before he joined the other one in a rented apartment in Ibejuleki, his father always complained of where he's getting the money from, but his mother was always on the defensive side. Now, the man wants to sell his house because of shame. Covetousness has ravaged the hearts of these boys. Moses from Ikorodu. They do live in Ikorodu, though.
Thank you for writing me. I mean, isn't it different when you know the person? Like it's now
he's different.
It's looking back at you because you know this person, and the father's a woodcutter, and it's also what we get when we take away dignity from people, or when we attempt to strip people from dignity, so that people no longer see virtue in what they do. They know that the only time you are going to regard them as human being is when they have money. So by all means then, right? I saw a post this morning, and the lady is saying if a man wants respect, he should have money. I need to find that headline. If a man wants respect, he should have money. And I thought, what sort of stupidity is this? Well. So that's also the problem with inability to properly attempt logic, because it's that money. You are saying that money is the only access to respect. But does that also show you that the person who doesn't give respect except in the presence of money has a character problem? Exactly. But I don't think character is a very familiar conversation people have around here. You don't think that, so maybe if I said that, the response would be, well, character don't pay the bill. But it's like, if you are a vacant human being, we might as well just replace you with a corpse, and we have lost nothing. If we removed you and we placed a stone in your stead, we have lost nothing. But it's also that the people who have money also do it to intimidate you. So the problem is both ways. That the people who make money make it to intimidate you. There are people who know you're good at something and just want to undervalue you just so that you don't assume your worth. I remember, well, I don't want to talk about that because that's pretty much, yes, it's you've heard it so much. But you can see somebody good at something, and just because you don't want them to be in the total awareness of their capacity or capability, you undercut them. look at the old guy who used his old age as probably one of the laws of the 48 laws of power.
They do that thing.
You know, like I'm an older guy.
I'm old now, like Agbalagba now.
And then this other
Stop
person
it.
doesm have
Agbayani.
character, doesn't have value, doesn't have anything. We're on Nigeria Info. We're talking.
It says Kemi's angry and the street in is released. We know say he reached to vex. Agbero in Aja is even the worst one in the world. Lawyers who defend criminals are satanic. Grace from Aja. Good afternoon, Joyce. Come to Badagry Express Road. Both the military, police, customs, etc. have their boys working for them. They can beat, insult, and nothing will happen because there's an Oga who is somewhere watching. This is bad, Joyce. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Joyce. The man who called about the top men has said it all. Over 50% of these Gen Zs all belong to one multiple cult gangs.
50%?
Minus Misha.
But that's not even, that's a lie. That is
He
very...
says they have their top men everywhere, including in the security outfits and beyond. I once found myself walking around Oniru in Lekki a few months ago, and two young men walking, aged around 23. I found myself walking on the opposite direction, and they then found myself in their middle, as if to walk past them. One of them told me, "Bros, if you know say you be bros, I for no allow you pass our middle." Joyce, I simply just faced my fronts because I didn't want to be disgraced by some mentally deranged young men. Therefore, beat you. Jerry from Blackwell.
Yeah, but isn't that unfair when you say to him, them forbid you? But he didn't do it. What, did he really do anything?
He didn't do anything, no. But you see, Nigeria, that's what we're saying. You see,
he didn't do anything. You know, like,
there are sometimes where
because now you're it's almost as though you're taunting him with it. But he didn't do anything.
He didn't do anything.
Should he fold? He didn't
that's
do
exactly
anything.
what I said. You see, this Agberos too. They are not. There's no need for them there, but they are there and are collecting. And you don't give them their 200 naira.
They feel entitled
exactly,
to it.
They are entitled. It's not they feel. They don't feel. They're in the position to be in that place to collect it. He said, "They are not feeling again." Last 10 years, it was a feeling. Now everybody's openly doing it. You just go there and collect 200 naira.
You have a point.
They'll pay you.
You have a point because you know back in the day, if you had to bribe a police officer, you had to hide it.
Hide it. Nobody's hiding anything again.
Yeah, but now they tell you
outside,
"I will kill you and nothing will happen." And they're nearly right. Nearly
and if
right.
you think
it's
about
almost
it,
as though
you
they've
just
done
like,
it before.
you know, you think about when you were 1 year old, 2 year old, 5, your life without we. You know, like, you know what? I choose to respect myself and just go my way. Good day, brothers. Have mercy on me.
You're on the sunny side. Welcome to Nigeria Info. We're going to be on messages and then we're going to go to WhatsApp.
Yeah. This one says, "Good afternoon, Joyce and Chemostic. My sister, I truly feel your pain. Oh, Lagos State, our state has descended into lawlessness. What should be illegal has now become legal, and injustice now parades itself as justice." When Joyce shared that video, I showed it to my wife as well. We must be vigilant and protect our children, for even the scripture reminds us, a soul that kills must die. We are living in under a failed government where evil goes unpunished. Ritualists have become politicians, bandits, and Boko Haram members sit as legislators. What else can we expect when crime carries no consequence? This is why society continues to decay. Until justice is restored and punishment is enforced against wrongdoing, we will remain trapped in this cycle of impunity. Yomi from Murio Konla VI. This next person says, "Good afternoon, Sunny says, how can boys of this age think of kidnapping, let alone killing? For one to suggest killing and the other concur without delay shows parental and societal failure."
And asked for 150 million.
Shows societal and parental failure to raise decent and God-fearing children. What kind of orientation are these children even getting now? This is sad. This next person says, "I'm additional from Ikorodu. All these crimes we are witnessing in our country is because our government has failed us as a people. And as a result of this, the society becomes a devil's advocate." I don't understand that. This next person says, "Good day, Joyce. How are those Fulani youngsters carrying out kidnapping? Our society is gone. Crime cultism will continue to thrive because those in top political offices are patrons to these groups. My cousin tried to get me into his fraternity. I saw men of timber and caliber. We are gone. Then he says Nigeria is ruled by the mafia. They have pastors, lawyers, activists, and coops on their payrolls. These boys are their foot soldiers, and so they will be taking care of them.
I want us to understand this society, that we have young people who are giving us reasons why they're killing, and then you have an older person who's giving us a reason why they're killing. The common denominator here would be that the society is driving people psychologically into a pit so dark that it seems as though the reflex action, well, except for the younger boys who pretty much had a premeditated goal. It was thought, like they tell us the process. This other one, the second guy, the older guy, appears to have been struggling to make a life for himself, and somehow the system, the person in that system, exploits him. I'm curious to find out what you have learned from this. Let's go to WhatsApp. Can we give you a moment?
Okay.
You're on the sunny side. We're 99.3. This is Nigeria Info. WhatsApp caller, thank you for your patience. You can go ahead, please.
Joyce, good afternoon.
Afternoon to you. Welcome. Tell us your name. Go ahead.
I'm Abiola from Ireland. Joyce, I have said this several times. The problem in Nigeria of why people love money more than morality is not family. Joyce, this thing is governmental. It's about the society. It's not leave the family out of it. There are people who have raised their children properly. There are people who have given sanity into the head of their children. But the same children go to church, the same children go to school, where another person does not train his own child properly. That is where government comes in to checkmate bad behavior. And so when the government that ought to checkmate bad behavior does not do that, then you cannot blame me who have raised my child properly but went out and saw another thing and is pressurized by that thing and it goes into crime. So the matter on the table today is okay. Just let me give you an example. Why did Oshibaju lost primary during the APC 2018 primary election? Because he cannot share money. It's not because he is not raised properly. And since the government did not checkmate those who will share money, what do you expect the man to do? The same is what Obi is doing today. How do you say Obi and Atiku is going to go into primary and you think Obi will win? It's not going to happen. Those of us who supported Oshibaju in 2018, we did it based on the fact that peradventure, Buhari is going to look at himself shamefully of what he has done to the government and is able to back Oshibaju up. Maybe peradventure he will be able to correct some mess he has created. But rather, he left the whole thing open. And we can see the whole result today. So it is if the society we are talking about, as far as I'm concerned, leave family. Let every family continue to do whatever nonsense they are doing. But the government who ought to checkmate
you can't say that. You can't say every family should continue to do the nonsense that they are doing. The structure is not just society, it's also family. That the people who come into the world come through a family. Family is part of society, a brick in the structure of society. And then they also function the way society functions. So function
now, Joyce, this is my point. Joyce, this is my point. Okay, you can't hold a family responsible for what a son did, for what my son do. You can't hold my whole family responsible for what my son do rightly or wrongly, right?
Okay, yeah.
But it is the duty of the government to hold that son responsible and say, you have done this and this is the result. But if that same government did not do their assignment or what they were elected to do, you cannot as well return back to the family and blame the family.
Okay, I see your point. That
is my point. So that's why I said, look, Joyce, we are in Europe. I can tell you today, if I go out today, outside my room now, and I stand on that road, and they remove the traffic light that is there, everybody will drive roughly. Everybody will drive roughly on that roundabout. But the government have put camera there, the government have put sanction there, and so if you misbehave, they are not going to run after you like we do in Nigeria. Your bill is going to be by your door the second, the third day. That is irresponsible government. So until our government wake up, people yesterday were blaming Obi, those who want to blame Obi, were saying, oh, how do you expect Obi to go into primary with Atiku and you expect him to win? It's not going to happen. And we knew that this thing that these guys are doing, that they are sharing money, is also against our rules, is also against our law. But who is going to hold them responsible? The government that ought to do that are sleeping. They are also culpable. So how do you expect that? How do you expect me now to come up and say it is family? It is family. We need to hold people responsible. The government, that is the response. Joyce, whatever you do wrongly, Kemi's family cannot hold you responsible. That is the essence. That is the importance of government. And so if you don't understand that government is so important, and that is why we put we go out and vote for them and say, okay, we submit our action, our inaction, we submit it to you. Beat us when we ought to beat us. Do this, give us what you ought to give us, and they did not do it. Joyce, you can't blame my family for it.
Thank you so much for calling me. Really, I really do appreciate it. Thank you. In here, tell us your name. Go ahead. Can we wait? Tell us your name. Go ahead. What's up, caller? I do appreciate you being here.
My name is Shaba. Joyce, one thing we need to know is that everything still lies on the society, on the government. Sorry, because me as a parent, if I know that I can get justice on any problem I have with someone that is richer than me, I will pass that message to my kids. You understand? And them too will pass it to their children, and it goes on like that. But when I know that if something happens to me, like someone that is richer than me oppressed me, and I can't get a justice, the only message I'll be passing to them is try as much as possible to get rich, so that when someone oppresses you, you can be able to do what? To fight the person with your money. Yes, and these things, they are seeing it on the television. Nowadays, kids, they have phones. They they go on social media and they see all this injustice happen around. So it goes into their head, and they understand that, man, even whatever you teach them, even if you teach them moral at home, they still knows that once something
society doesn't regard morality.
They're not going to get justice. No, they know that they're not going to get justice. So they have to do what? Look for their own way to make the money early. So this is what the government, government has failed us. Even the parents, government has failed them. So you don't need to tell the kids what to do anymore, because they know that it's all about money. So that's why you see all of them doing all sort of things to make it, so that they can be able to balance and be ready for anything. That's what the government has done to the society. Thank you. That's my take.
I appreciate you calling my show this afternoon. Thank you very much. Can we wait? Hello, Nigeria, for you on the sunny side. 2 minutes before commercial break, so I hope you can make the most of it.
Yeah, good afternoon, Joyce.
Afternoon. Tell us your name. Go ahead.
My name is Mazude. Everything now boils down, what is the solution? The solution is not from government. I know people blame government, blame family, this and that. The solution now is we human beings. We need to be blamed, because we cannot be able to look for a leader who will solve the whole problem for us. How did you say we look for leader? Is we human being, not God, not devil, who do the job. Is human being who do the job by looking for somebody who will correct all this situation. There is them in Nigeria here. So there's not the government problem now. Now people is the problem. I don't know if you understand me. So if Nigeria can wake up and look for who will solve their problem, then they will solve their problem.
Thank you.
Sorry?
Yeah, I'm with you.
All right.
Thank you
Okay,
very
no
much.
problem. No.
We can afford one message before commercial break, Kemi, you think? Okay, good. Let's try that.
All right. So this person says, "Good afternoon, Madam Joyce of our sunny side. This is telling us that students' union is now risky to attend. Though me, I've not honored any invitation before. Go make them no vex, gentle lady."
I mean, you don't blame her for the panic, huh?
He won't blame her at all. This next person says, let me look for a short one. Nigeria is not so hard to fix. We just need to start having consequences for actual crimes, and every other thing will fall in place.
We're ready for a commercial break. Yes. Open Thought Tuesday, 99.3 Nigeria Info. You on the sunny side. My name's Joyce. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
You are listening to your number one station for talk. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
Out of airtime and you don't have money to top up? Out of data and you don't have money to top up? The GT Bank airtime and data loan is available to you anytime. Just dial star 737 star 90 hash for airtime and star 737 star 91 hash for data to get up to 10,000 naira instantly at just 2.95%. T's and C's apply. You are never stranded with the GT Bank airtime and data loan.
The Kids FM Anthem Challenge is here. Now here's what you can do to participate. Head over to our Instagram page at kids.fm.ng to download the Anthem instrumental through the link in our bio. Get creative with your family. Dance, sing, and have fun with the anthem. Remember, you have to do this as a family to qualify. Post your entry and tag the official handle at kids.fm.ng for a repost. The top 4 entries with the highest engagements will win exciting cash prizes. Don't forget to use the hashtags #KidsFM Family Challenge, #KidsFM Anthem Challenge. Let's play!
I found something inside my Nescafe Original 3-in-1 pack the other day. A unique code printed inside. Yes, so every pack of Nescafe Original 3-in-1 now comes with a code inside in the Nescafe Next Level promo. Just text the code to star 7022 hash and you could win 500,000 naira cash, business tools, and training. Up to 1 million naira in prizes to be won. Promo runs until June 30th, 2026. T's and C's apply. Nescafe. Make your world.
Kids FM Festival is back. Join us for the Kids FM Festival.
A day of exciting games, music, dance, and family fun.
Happening on May 27, 2026 at the Balmoral Convention Center, Lagos.
12 p.m. sharp.
Kids FM
Festival. Bring your brothers, sisters, mommies, and daddies, and all your friends too.
It's the Kids FM Festival. Let's make memories full of fun.
Register now at www.kidsfm.ng. It's the Kids FM Festival, where family fun comes alive.
Proudly sponsored by Pepsodent.
Bring you the daily dose of important updates and stories all around the world.
The primary and secondary school teachers in the FCT have resumed an indefinite strike.
Is it because it's the poor people children that are going to public school? That's why they don't care? The Minister of Education, policies from assaulting every now
Well, the price of negotiations on Nigerians in general with almost expired, if not expired, food.
Food that are packaging this food. I didn't know Nigerian.
Possibility lies on the average Nigerian because now that can't be everywhere. If the head is bad, all other body will feel the pain. So we need to correct this head.
It's Nigeria's station for talk. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
You are listening to Open Thought on the sunny side with Joyce. Let's talk.
Oh, 99.3 Nigeria Info. I'm told we have messages. Kemi's a little too happy.
Ah,
Let's
all right.
pin her to that. Welcome to Tuesday on the Sunny
Jesus.
Side. My name is Joyce. Welcome and thank you so much for all your commentary. I was wondering whether you learned anything from that second video. You haven't met my expectation.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm the only one thinking a little too hard. I tend to do it every day. But yeah, there's something there for us to pick.
Okay.
And you haven't told me anything. Now, off my hat, are you guilty of manipulation, abuse? Do you violate people? Is that why you have nothing to tell me? Because he is a murderer. But I also think we should consider that as, I mean, for what it is, for sure, but also to consider the conditions that force people into mental states that they do not have the capacity to endure. But you haven't met me there, and I've repeated it like twice. Don't disappoint me. So, Punto Tuesday on Nigeria Info, WhatsApp.
Okay. Ibilade Amma from Badagry says, though a research journal that's extremely difficult to understand, the Dark Triad, like other research papers of its kind, only scratch the surface of psychopathy, clinical psychopathy, and other aspects of the research journal that are not relevant to this discussion. It takes more than psychopathy or clinical psychopathy to be capable of murder. Science often ignores this. Demons are out there looking for willing tools to further the agenda of their master, Satan the devil. Psychopaths, clinical or not, will serve Satan's interests with the required inducement or motivation. A man who is capable of murder is first and foremost a dark soul. Greed for money is the motivation for his evil deed. This is what Satan is looking for. Be that as it may, justice must be rightly served, because it is the right of the unjustly slain. He says the red flags of wanting to live above other mortals in material acquisition or power are 100 times more prevalent than the psychopaths.
Hold on now.
Or more prevalent in psychopaths.
Guy, this philosophy that you raise is not even loads of logic, but I like it. I like it because you have reminded me of something. You say that, I think you're almost insinuating that anybody who kills is psychopathic.
Yes, that's what I was trying to say.
Except I think not. And I know. But let me touch that a little bit. No, because, for example, the second video I played of the guy who said he was a mechanic, the old guy was using him and not paying him and he lost his business, said frustration. And I can see how that, so when the human spirit is broken, think about it. When the human spirit is broken, you have become weakened by something you're trying to confront and you can't. Let me tell you, I was going to discuss men crying 2 weeks ago when Mayowa and Robbie, her husband, that just made it to the news, right? There was something about that. I wanted to first address the story, the separation story that was on a podcast that was trending. But I thought it would be good for us on the Sunny Side to discuss first the Nigerian opinion on a man who was crying on a podcast. Yeah? And people said, oh, he's weak. Why are you crying as a man? Blah, 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 blah. And I wanted us to discuss it. That same week, a man was going through a divorce. In the American news, he shot all 7 children. 7 children. I think there were 6 children. One was a cousin. And he shot 7 of them. I can't remember if he killed his wife. I think he did. But I'm just referencing that the news is reporting it as man going through a divorce, shoots, I guess, wife and 7 children. There is another one. Former Virginia Lieutenant Governor Justin Fairfax killed his estranged wife and then himself in a murder-suicide, April 16th. I'm telling you, I bookmarked all of this for a conversation. And I wanted us to analyze psychologically what it means to break a person's spirit. That this is a former Virginia Lieutenant Governor, probably a Christian, goes to church, was going through a tough divorce, kills his wife, kills himself. I wanted to juxtapose this outburst to a man crying on a podcast. And the man crying on the podcast was saying, I've cried so much, this is the best I have felt in a moment. Is it also possible that, hey, because society will judge you as weak, you don't cry, you just pick a gun and go and kill? The man who killed this 80-year-old man and his 70-something-year-old wife could have said no. And he would walk away with the impression cast on him by the old guy as being wicked. He gave an account where he said he left the old guy for a month, and the man, manipulation, sends him a message and say, you're a wicked guy. You know I'm an old guy, you're not helping me. And the old guy doesn't pay any consideration to the fact that this man is trying to make a living for himself. So he deliberately underpaid the guy. The old guy is not the only person who does it. We see that happen in this country.
Yep.
The person next to you is being undervalued, undermined, underpaid, abused, violated by someone who thinks that they can. It's a familiar thing, right? What if he went away with, if you're not paying me, I'm not doing it. And then the man says, you're wicked. And he says, yeah, I can live with that. Okay, he didn't. The man said to him, oh, you're wicked. And he thought, well, I want to be good. And then he goes back and he's saying that the guy will take him out from morning till night. When they come back, he'll give him 5,000.
And just be like, don't worry now, go.
And then when he told the guy, and the guy said, don't worry, God will do it. So I think the story doesn't appear as though a psychopath was speaking. The story appears as though a man who was weak in spirit, a man whose spirit was broken, was speaking. And in the absence of courage, in the absence of strength, in the absence of a better judgment, yes, susceptibility to being used by the darkness, he caved in, he crossed a line he can't come back from. I don't think, so that's where I'm coming from. I think that there is, people's mind can only handle so much. If you check the CIA, there's a lot of mind control programs that go on, and the purpose is, how much can we push the human mind, break it, so we can control it?
You know that there is a little children's cartoon on this thing, how if you are that weak, and they literally say that they are weak. So you see, there's this guy who looks for things to send his demons into, but before he sends his demons to someone, the person has to show a sign of weakness, like anger from being used, like frustration from not being chosen.
There's a movie like
there's
that?
a not movie, cartoon, a regular children's cartoon on that. Miraculous. People should watch it and really understand. It's like when they watch, I don't understand what children see, but they just see. So children know. It was my sister that called my attention to that. Why is it that everybody that this man's I think is Akuna, that's the demons, the butterfly demons are possessing, are always in a place of sadness, or in quote and unquote darkness. So that darkness calls to him. It's like a beacon. He just looks at, okay, who is sad, who is angry, who's frustrated, who has been used, who's broken.
Then let's use them to perpetrate a greater evil. So I think that's why I may object. I think weakness, you can use weakness. Remember that Lords of Logic conversation?
Yeah.
Who's the Lords of Logic topic where we try to discuss what is a better what is a worse something to good, the foolish or the evil man? Yeah, so there was a topic we had around what is the worst obstacle, or what's the worst obstacle to good, the evil man or the weak man? That's it. Yeah. You remember that topic? What is the worst obstacle to good, the weak man or the foolish man? Yeah. And was a 3-week conversation. The first 2 weeks, everybody said the evil man. Then I attempted to explain the weak man. It's like,
okay. That's the weak man.
Wow. You can figure out the evil guy. It's straight. The evil guy is the evil guy. He knows, he's evil.
And that's why they said the devils are roaming around like a roaring lion looking for who to devour. He's not going to devour the one that is in the gathering of people. He's going to devour the one that is alone, that is set aside, that is broken, that is weak.
I'd be liking how you be connecting to your own soul. 38 minutes past 2 p.m. is Open Thought Tuesday. Welcome to the show, Nigeria Info. How are you?
Hello, good afternoon, Joyce.
If you can hear me,
are you hearing me?
Yes, I can hear you. Welcome to the
Okay, thank you so much, Joyce. Just what I want to say about that man that said that we usually carry that man out. What I want to say about it is there is no reason why you should kill that man and the wife. Because come and carry me, go somewhere. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm very busy. That is just it. You will not go. Then come and carry me. You know inside that you don't want to do it. You are doing it with annoyance, with bitterness, and you have already decided the end you want to keep that man and the family. You see, Igbo talk say, Obunamma, Galanamma. He who kills must be killed. So that boy have no reason he should pour innocent blood. Because it did not send you to come and carry him under duress. No. Even if it's under duress, you didn't tie your hands on your there's no reason why you should do this kind of wickedness, inhumanity to that family. And let me tell you, just I'm still saying it every time. When Jonathan was ruling this country, things are not happening like this. Even if things are not so much pronounced as this, people don't have value to their human being life again. You can take anybody's life, you start to nothing and waste it, nothing will happen. And truth will waste, nothing will happen. It is still, it boils down to the head. Yes, to the head. The Bible says that when the wicked rules, people gnash their teeth. But when the righteous rules, there is peace and stability and everything just shining up and down. We are in trouble in this country. If nothing is done, we are in trouble in this country because only God knows what we are going to see in the years to come. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I just found the second story. 31-year-old Louisiana man, Sharma Elkins, kills 7 of his children and another one, a cousin, in a mass shooting that occurred in Shreveport on Sunday, April 19th. So the former governor, kills his wife and himself April 16th. Then this particular was reported April 19th. And then you wonder, what was so hard to confront that the only way you could manage it was to kill somebody else? It's the same question we should be asking ourselves and that Nigerian. What was so hard about saying, no, I can't drive you if you don't pay me? And then the older guy will attempt to manipulate you.
Or label you.
Or, yeah, and you say, okay. But you see, people don't want bad labels. They also want the validation of other people. So maybe that was really
and
it.
that's what infuriates them most about this younger generation, because they really don't care.
We're going to go to WhatsApp.
It says, next person says, good afternoon, Joyce and Kevin. The killing committed by this less than 25-year-old boys has thrown up pertinent questions. First, what kind of shabby investigation was carried out by the police on the first murder that kept an innocent person awaiting trial?
Didn't they do fingerprints? But then again, you hold on, maybe to be fair to the police, they're still working the case. So, but you just catch a suspect for it was just a suspect. He hadn't been fully charged with murder. So, yeah, but that. Okay.
It says that investigation should be reviewed and an audit of the police investigations should also be carried out. Erring officers also punished. All of these symptoms of a failing society. Kenneth from Lekki.
Thank you, Ken.
Hello, Joyce and Kemi. I'm Chidi. What's up about the situation of friendship turned kidnap turned murder? It was premeditated. He says, well thought out and without hesitation executed completely. Asking for forgiveness from God takes it out of my opinions reach. But the laws of the land are there for a reason. I leave them in their hands.
All right.
This person says, listen to the nonsense narrative of the... Okay, we've read that one. Yeah. This person says, most Nigerians worship money. Worship of money is the supreme culture of Nigerians. Because of money, people do despicable things. Parents are transmitting the culture to their children. Parents steal in front of their children. They bypass electricity meter in front of their children. Parents support their children to be fraudsters and prostitutes. The cycle will continue. People who attack people for killing for money will themselves do other terrible things for money. Money is the Nigerian god.
Do you also wonder, is it possible that this guy who murdered the older guy probably was thinking, the guy has money, the guy will give me?
Yeah.
And so he stay. You know that thing women do, like,
Yeah,
okay, is it,
he will stay. Like, just be patient, small.
Yeah, you know, you're dating a stingy guy. The guy doesn't give you money, but
yeah, he will still give me now.
Yeah, maybe I need to prove myself to him.
Handicap. You don't know anything. Let's keep up the good work and join the program here as always. The next person says, good afternoon, Joyce. Mofe from Ikoyi. The family unit has failed. That is the reason a boy of 21 years will drive an expensive car home and nobody will ask the source of the income. Instead, the parents will start giving them fatherly responsibilities. Hello, Joyce. You just hit the nail on the head. We don't see value in virtue or character. We only see value in substances like money and material things, and that's why stupidity is celebrated so much. And that lady you mentioned could say something as empty as that with so much confidence. No money, no respect.
You have to stop.
We have so many churches and mosques here in Europe and Asia, and yet those less religious people over there have more character than us.
Hello, welcome to Business Talk on the Radio, brought to you by New Wave Tech, a company that provides consultation for online businesses and financial education to help you expand your revenue sources. In today's edition of the program, we'll be discussing leveraging the money game to multiply your income. Our guest is an online entrepreneur from New Wave Tech, a woman who holds esteemed certifications, including one from the University of Sydney in innovation through design, and this shows her commitment to progressive methodologies. She has accreditation in economic capital markets from the Corporate Finance Institute and in digital marketing from the California Miramar University. As head of partnerships at Nigeria's premier brokerage firm, she orchestrates pivotal collaborations for business success. With over 5 years of consultancy in the online business space, her expertise is both seasoned and refined.
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.